zone. All right, we are live. What's going on, YouTube? I forgot how to fucking make this work. So I'm sorry for the glitches and the delays and the false alarms. But we are here, and what we're going to do is similar format to, you good, man?
I'm good. I'm just checking everything here.
Similar format to yesterday and the day before, and every time we do lives, is we are going to start with a topic. Yep. We're going to open it up to anything you want to talk about. Anything you want to talk about. But first things first, first thing is first. We want to talk about that there Mr. Olympia. We want to talk about what's going on with the Mr. Olympia and who's going to win and who's competing. Now, the competitor list is fluid. Obviously, you had Cedric break his collarbone in an ATV accident.
Yeah, one of the off-road things.
Not an ATM.
No.
Accident.
No. His money's fine. His money's fine.
No, ATM would be asked out.
Oh.
Starting out this podcast with a bang.
I'm sorry, my Jewish mentality kicked in.
A little bit of he's talking about money. I'm talking about anal. Enough about anal. Let's get back to foot. I did not mention foot jobs once yesterday. That's a record.
I was so proud of you.
Yeah, well, we already mentioned and anal today, so we're off to a great start. So anyway, so we have the list. So Cedric's out. Flex has some sort of an injury. I'm not sure if he went public with it, but I know what it is. But I'm not going to tell you because I don't know if he disclosed it. I found out from the grapevine.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't know. So.
It's something could be anal. I don't know. Yeah, but we have the whole Olympia thing coming up, right? We have the Olympia now. Who is in the Olympia?
We have reigning, defending, current Mr. Olympia, Brandon Curry. William Boniak.
Boniak was the perennial runner-up last year, was he not?
He was.
He looks great.
He's a guy that just has improved so much throughout the years. He's on the come up constantly.
Yeah, he's a very, 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 very good competitor.
Yeah. Then we have, what is it, Hadi Chupon?
Yeah, Hadi is, he came in third last year.
Okay.
He's supposedly looking insane this year.
Okay. Dexter Jackson. Is Dexter competing?
Dexter is 78 years old.
Is this his last one, though?
He says it is.
He says it's his last one.
Dexter is always a threat. I don't see Dexter beating Brandon or William.
No.
I don't see him beating Hadi, but I do see him in the top 6. They're not going to give him anything less than 6th in his potential last show.
At this point, you know what you're getting with Dexter.
He's going to look the same as he did when he was 28 years old. Yeah.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Not that that's a bad thing.
No.
He's like 50.
Yeah.
Still bringing it.
Yeah. We have Rolly Winkler.
Rolly, okay.
Phil Heath.
Ooh, seeing him back in the lineup after a year off.
Supposed to be Cedric. He pulled out due to injury.
I never pull out. I did pull out this Masters US. Never
mind. Nathan De Asha.
Oh, he's a big guy. Big guy. Great guy, too. Really nice guy.
Juan Morel.
Juan's amazing. Good friend of mine.
Flex, who he pulled out due to injury.
Yep.
Hunter Labrada.
Hunter Labrada is an impressive specimen. I thought he came in off his last show that he won.
Okay.
I thought he was way off. He looked amazing in pictures. He fucked up his peak. But he's a threat for top 10 for sure. I don't see him placing top 6.
Okay. Lane.
Valier.
Ian?
Yeah.
Ian.
So,
yeah.
Again, the last physique he brought to – okay, we'll go over name by name.
Yeah.
The last physique he brought to stage wasn't that impressive to me.
Right. Okay. Lee Sung Chul. I think I pronounced that correctly.
Yeah, I think I've seen him, but I can't put much to it.
Okay. Antoine Valiant.
Okay.
James Hollingshed from the UK. He pulled out. No reason.
I think it was COVID or something, wasn't it?
Okay. Yeah, I think I did read about that. He had to pull out. Yeah, a lot of his prep. He was battling COVID. Where am I? Okay, there we go. Lucas Azladil.
No idea who that is.
No clue. Rafael Brandao.
I heard he might be pulling out. I'm not sure.
Okay. As of now, he's still on.
Okay.
Because we just checked this. Akeem Williams.
Akeem's my boy, man. That's a big man. It's a big man.
Dude, let me tell you, his conditioning, this is something that we've discussed a couple times. He's just never been able to nail that conditioning.
he can nail his condition. He's a large man.
His qualifier, he brought it, dude.
He looks good, man.
Yeah.
He's a good-looking bodybuilder, big guy.
So we'll see on that. Max Charles.
Okay.
Justin Rodriguez.
Okay.
Regan Grimes.
Okay.
And then Big Ramy by special invite.
Yeah, because he couldn't do his pro qualifier at the Romania because I believe he had COVID or some health problems or something.
Right.
So going over this list, we've gone over the Phil versus Brandon thing a lot.
Yeah.
And the thing is, time's gone by a little bit. We've seen more and more and more. We've yet to see anything from Phil, but Brandon's doing a strategy. And again, like a full disclosure, we are close friends with Brandon. In fact, Brandon's going to be on this podcast this week.
He is. We got him calling in from Kuwait.
Yeah, calling in from Kuwait, man.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun time. But Brandon, he's been posting pictures like 2 weeks old. Or 3 weeks.
He's keeping shit on the low.
But, well, kind of. He's keeping shit on the Back to the Future, right? He looks fucking good.
Yeah.
Just grainy, hard, waist is tiny. I mean, he's got to be weighing 255 at this condition level. We've seen stuff y'all haven't seen. Holy shit. He might, even it's funny because this is something we're going to talk to him about. How would you like it if you were the reigning Mr. Olympia and you're literally being talked about online like you're the fucking underdog? That's bullshit.
That's gotta suck.
But Brandon, nothing gets to Brandon. Like, you could fucking run over his foot with a car and he'd be like, all right, I guess I got to go get my foot fixed. Brandon nothing gets to Brandon. He's the fucking dude. Phil, we don't know. Like, everybody's guessing Phil's going to come back to 2013 Phil.
I don't know if that's a safe assumption, though. It's definitely not a safe assumption.
It's not, but Phil is – I use this term. He's as close to unbeatable at his best as a bodybuilder can be.
Yes.
As close to – nobody's unbeatable. Nobody's unbeatable. Except for fucking Chuck Norris. Nobody's unbeatable. But Phil is fucking perfect. If Phil doesn't bring perfection, it's Brandon's night, bro.
Yeah.
If I had to put money on somebody now, you have to go by what you've seen and what you know. The last time we saw Phil, he lost to Sean. Sean would lose to Brandon.
And it's not even just the last time we saw Phil lost. It's every year since 2013,
he's gotten worse.
Phil has gotten gradually worse. But there hasn't been a year since 2013 where it's been clear-cut Phil Heath.
We were in ANC with Jose and Nate this weekend, filming some shit. We were in there just visiting my store. And, bro, Phil, when he beat Kai that controversial year, I didn't realize, like, we didn't realize how bad he beat Kai.
Yeah.
Like, he fucked Kai up. He looked amazing. He looked so fucking good. So good. And I don't think we realized the greatness we saw that night. It was like in 2003 when Ronnie came on stage at 290 with shredded fucking glutes. So I think again, like, this is a guess. Bodybuilding is not who looks better now. It's who looks better on December 19th.
Yeah.
Right now, if I had to fucking make a choice, life or death, I'm going with what we have seen and who has been more consistently on an upward inflection. And that's Brandon. Now, that doesn't mean I don't like Phil. That doesn't mean I want Phil to lose. That doesn't mean I'm not Phil's friend. That doesn't mean I'm hating on his physique. We have to go by the knowns. And the known is Phil has been going down. Brandon's been going up. Phil, at his best, is fucking unbeatable. We haven't seen Phil at his best in a lot of years. Yeah. I hope we see it because I'd like to see Brandon at his best and Phil at his best.
We're talking about this mythical figure of Phil Heath that occurred 7 years ago.
Yeah.
7 years ago. 7 years is a long time.
Yeah, it's 7-year itch, man. 7 years. Bro, that's how old my youngest son is. And that motherfucker can talk, ride bikes. Like, you can do a lot in 7 years. You can, like, develop. Like, shit, 7 years. 7 years ago, I was 33 years old. It's a beautiful fucking year. Now I'm 40. Turned 40 on Sunday, by the way.
21.
If y'all want to send me stripograms or anything like that, just fucking send it. So.
Oh, by the way, Katie said no.
Oh shit! So you asked?
No, I didn't.
Don't fucking ask. Yeah, we can't even talk about this. So,
I just wanted to catch you off.
It is our pod. So this might or might not be a tradition. I'm not gonna. But on my birthday every year, I think it's fair that every male should get a blowjob. I think it's fair that that's the one time a year you can plan on getting a blowjob, right? One time a year you can plan on it. You can be like November 22nd. So. I'm not going to be home, man. I'm going to be at a soccer tournament all weekend. And then Sunday, I'm going to be in Ohio at HQ getting ready for Black Friday. So I was like, you know how in baseball, if like you have a pitcher coming to bat, 9th inning, and you actually want to get on base, you call in a pinch hitter. I'm like, we need a hall pass for just one. I'm like, but you got to ask her for me because I don't know if that'll go well. And but nonetheless, nobody intends on asking that question. We're just going to be celibate this year. We're just going to be celibate. So, nonetheless, so yeah, what Matt said, I'm going with there's a lot of ifs. Like if Phil's at his best, yeah, okay, Phil wins. Phil needs to be at his best. You know, it's like that's in bodybuilding. That's rolling the dice. There's only one guy on that stage that comes in perfect every time. That's fucking Dexter Jackson. And he's not at that level anymore. And his condition, even though it's the same as it was when he won in 08, people have gotten better. 08 was an off year. Brandon is not an off year Mr. Olympia. Brandon is a legit fucking Mr. Olympia. So I think it's going to be Dexter. Not Dexter. I think it's going to be Brandon, number one. Phil might even go, if Phil doesn't bring his best. You guys remember when Ronnie made his comeback or Jay? I think it was Jay. Jay made his comeback, came in 4th.
Yeah.
If Phil comes in off, what if Phil doesn't get second? And all of this is fucking nothing. There was a guy, he was this Russian cat, who competed against Ronnie, who was the great white hope, man. He was Fedorov back in the fucking 2000. Dude was huge. He was like the first big Rami, but he was Russian, man. He was like fucking, it was like fucking Drago, you know, coming in. And fucking he came in like 7th. And nobody talked about him again. The dude was fucking enormous. Fucking beautiful physique. Ronnie wiped the fucking floor with me. He plays like 7th. What if Brandon's going to be in shape? Like Brandon has no variables. His wife sent his ass to the fucking Middle East. Like Trump's withdrawing troops from the Middle East. Fucking Brandy's sending husband to the Middle East. I mean, what the fuck is that? So,
yeah,
I believe that.
I mean, I'm looking at the list again. You know, Boniak's always going to be around.
Boniak, I think he's 4th. I think Hottie's going to. So I think it's going to be Brandon, Phil, Hottie or Boniak.
Okay.
Rami, if he can actually bring in some kind of conditioning. After that, I don't fucking know. Rolly, if he could bring his stomach in. I'm going to put Dexter 6. Being out of, like, even Branch at his worst year, his last Olympia, they put him 6th.
Yeah.
Whatever happens, they're going to put people around Dexter at 6. 6 is that magic number.
Where you get a big showing on the final night.
Yeah. But 7th is like, you fuck. So if Branch can get 6th, Dexter's going to. So whatever happens, I think it's going to be Brandon, Phil. Again, if Phil brings his best, it's going to be Phil, then fucking everybody else. But again, there's the variable. Will Phil bring his best? I'll guarantee you Brandon will bring his best. Will Phil bring his best?
My prediction is Brandon wins. I don't think Phil's going to be able to come in anywhere near 2013 Phil. I think beatable Phil is going to step on stage. I'm
not making that prediction because I know Phil. I know he has a warrior spirit, but I also know Brandon. And that's why I'm willing to say it's going to be one of those. I think you know what, I'm going to make an even bolder prediction. I'm just coming up with this on the fly. I think Phil either wins or he gets 3rd.
Okay.
I think Phil, if he doesn't bring it, he's going to be off like a motherfucker. He's not going to be, I don't think there's going to be a Phil that's slightly on. I think there's going to be either a Phil who's fuck, or there's going to be a Phil that's like, what the fuck?
Here's my shocker for the top 6.
The shocker. Wait, what is it? Two in the pink,
one in the
stink. Yep.
I think you're going to see Akeem massively improve over what we've seen him step on stage at the Olympia.
I would put Akeem above Big Ramy. Big Ramy's a big disappointment.
Yeah.
Big Ramy, I don't think he's ever going to place top 3 at the Olympia. I don't see it. And the dude has all the gifts. He just can't fucking bring it.
Yeah.
I think he's one of those guys that's a lot of chemistry and not a lot of ethic. You know what I mean? Like Brandon's been dude was fucking last place 3 years ago in the Olympia. And he worked his ass off, and now he's fucking the best in the world.
Yeah.
I don't see Ramy having that kind of warrior spirit.
Yeah.
And I think Akeem can, and Akeem is a fucking bro. Like he's our dude.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie. There's confirmation bias. There's a lot of bias in our voice. But the one thing I'm not biased is the Currys are family to me. Like they are family. We watch their fucking kids. Like they're family to us. But I'm gonna be real. I'll tell Brandon this. I'm like, dude, if Phil brings his best, prayer is what you need. But that's the question. It's all hinges on Phil bringing his best. That's why I'm going to say, look, historically, if I'm betting, if I have a gun to my head, I'm betting on Brandon because historically he has the upward projection. And again, you talk about ring rust in boxing, right? Phil hasn't seen the stage in fucking 2 years. Brandon won the Arnold and the Olympia. He's got momentum.
That's true.
And Phil no longer gets cushioned by being the number one guy. At the end of the day, when you're the reigning Mr. Olympia, it's on somebody else to beat you, right?
True.
When you're just the guy coming in with a bunch of fanfare, it's not on Brandon to beat Phil. It's on Phil to beat Brandon. And that's somewhere Phil hasn't been in a long time.
Yeah.
In a long time.
People want to paint Brandon as the underdog.
He's not.
He's not. You look at it. Phil's fighting from behind on this one.
I like fighting from behind. Phil's an amazing bodybuilder. He's an amazing friend. I love him to death. I fucking love Phil Heath. Okay? He's a great guy. And I've been accused online when I defend him. It's like, well, you're sucking Phil's dick. I'm like, because it's tasty. Because Phil's my boy. Phil's my boy. Brandon's my brother. Boy and brother, they're both equal to me. I love them both. Okay? I love them both. But speaking as objectively as one can possibly speak, historically, you got to go with Brandon. But you also have to throw in the caveat that Phil Heath is fucking Phil Heath.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to put anything past that man.
And listen, there's still an entire month before the Olympia event.
And I want to throw something out there you won't hear anywhere else, but I'm not going to say anything. Don't book tickets to Vegas just yet. Just don't do it. If you're thinking of going to the Olympia, don't gobble up that flight deal yet.
No, not yet.
Don't book your hotel yet. Just don't do it. Just wait because lockdowns and shit. I'm not saying I know something y'all don't know, but I'm saying I might know something y'all don't know. As a friend, don't book your fucking flights yet. But when they confirm it, please book your flights and be sure to stop by our booth there.
Yeah.
It's not even an announcement. By then, the announcement will come December 1st.
Yeah, December 1st.
But you can come see us. We don't give a fuck about lockdowns. We're going to hug the fuck out of you. I'll even lick you. I mean, at the end of the day, man, I don't know if he'll lick you, but, at the end of the day, we're going to be doing our thing. Marc, okay, so want to get to questions? Did we answer?
Yeah, I just wanted to make the point that there still is an entire month before the event, and Phil could post something tomorrow, and we're like, oh, shit, it's Phil's year. Brandon could post something tomorrow, and we're like, okay, he's unbeatable. And then someone else could post something, and we're like, fuck, who's this guy?
Nobody's unbeatable when Phil Heath is in the lineup. When you have that variable called Phil Heath, no one's fucking unbeatable. Yeah. And I got trashed for saying that Brandon's the favorite in this Olympia. But if you're objective and you look at fucking history and you look at upward inflection, upward growth and downward projection, Phil has no momentum. And he has ring rust or stage rust.
And here's one more point. Will the judges on that day want to award Phil an 8th Mr. Olympia and put him on the same plane as Ronnie Coleman?
There's no politics involved in bodybuilding. Stop that nonsense. Nonsense.
I'm just saying, though.
So we just need some perspective here. And my perspective is going to be the greatest Mr. Olympia of our lifetimes. It's going to be the greatest Mr. Olympia of all time. And if you can go wherever it may be, which might not be Vegas, but I don't know, and I'm not confirming how I don't know, I want you guys to come there. I want you guys to say hi because we're going to be one of the few companies that are there. And not only are we going to be there, you got All-Star Cammy is going to be there. The state champ. You guys take a picture with this fucking Tennessee state champion, Cammy Lobliner, Thomas, Preston. You got the squad. Oh, Congo's going. Karen and Jason. Yeah. You got the squad. Oh, and the Curry family is all going to be there. They're going to be hanging out with our kids because that's what kids do. They hang out. They have fun.
Yeah.
And also Brandon's his son's state champ in football. His daughter is a phenomenal soccer player. Like his other two kids are ballers. Like you get to meet greatness, not us. You get to meet our kids.
Yeah.
And they came from our balls.
Not my kids. Not my balls.
He doesn't even pay child support on his kids. Fuck that.
I have kids.
that you know of. Oh shit. All right. Oh, nice play. All right. I think I don't think YouTube heard that, but
they didn't. There's
a loud in the fucking real.
Yeah, go back and listen.
Yeah, YouTube. If you want to hear the real good recording of this, you got to go to youtube.com/Gainscast. That's GAINZ cast. Gainscast. All right, let's get to questions.
Let's go.
Mark, why do you dislike Biden and Harris? I think Biden's, without getting in too much, Biden's history speaks for itself. The man's been in office. I don't like anybody who's been in politics for 47 years.
Not just that. I mean, he ran for president in 1993 and had to pull out because his ethics were in question. His ethical background.
He's literally he's the biggest scumbag in politics. I mean, if you say Trump's the biggest scumbag, then okay, they're both top two. Whatever. Yeah. You're new here, saw you're into politics. Why do you dislike masks? Because there's no evidence they work. And also, if you look at, we have over 90% mask compliance.
Why are you calling the virus political?
That's true.
Why should the virus be political?
Well, I don't know if there's
concern. It's not political. I'm playing devil's advocate here. Of course, it's fucking political at this point, but it shouldn't be.
I don't know if they're separate. I think they might be. I think they might be separate questions. Why do you? So I wear a mask when I'm asking.
No. I saw you're into politics and what?
I don't know. It's context. Look, here's the deal. If you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you want to wear a fucking ball gag, you can wear a ball gag. If a private business asks me to wear a mask, I always have my bandana around my neck.
Listen,
ready.
No one asked me to, but I wear a condom 24/7.
I will not wear a condom. Fuck that. Look, here's the deal, man. If masks worked, and we travel, like I was just in Boston, and even in Franklin, which we have a mask mandate, but it's very loose. The law enforcement will not enforce it. 99% of people are fucking wearing masks, and we're still having increasing cases.
Listen, I go to Kroger, I put a mask on just because I don't want people to talk to me.
Yeah, I put on a Spider-Man. No, I wear a bandana. I have plenty of pictures on my Instagram in that fucking bandana, and I think I kind of look cool. I look like a cholo, so I'm good. Look, I'm not the guy to pick that fight with. I don't believe they work, but I still wear them. So as long as I'm wearing them, do you really give a fuck what I think? I'm complying. I fucking have the ball gag in, the anal plugs in. I'm not trying to start a fight. If you want to fucking if they mandate masks, that's good. Then let's fucking stop these talks of lockdowns and shutting down schools. Let's just put a mask on or a bandana on or a fucking bra, a titty bra, put a fucking D cup over my face, call it a day. I mean, dude, if masks work, then why are we even entertaining lockdowns? And don't tell me because we're not doing it right. Yes, we are. I was just in Boston. People literally walk alone in the middle of nowhere, bomb them. People are driving in cars with their windows up with masks on. If that's not enough anecdotal, and there's no evidence that clearly shows that they work, and for years they said they didn't work, and we never wore them for the flu. But again, I don't give a fuck. I wear a fucking mask. Leave me alone. Bother somebody else. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I don't want that fight. I'd rather talk about Phil versus Brandon than that right now, okay? Saw the outright whip at the FAC yesterday morning. Pretty solid. I love it. I'm having fun. We're having fun. And we're doing a lot of content. Next time you're there, come up to us. We'll get you in the videos.
Yeah.
And we'll make you very uncomfortable.
That's what we do.
Dave Wilson, the virus is 99.7% survival rate. How does the mask save lives?
Insert previous conversation here.
Yeah. Mark, you're basically a modern day Tony Little. That's an honor.
No idea who that is.
Tony Little, the fucking gazelle, bro. Fuck you and your youth. Also, Biden is going to turn America into a socialist or communist government. Look, dude, if FDR didn't do it, if Carter didn't do it, if Obama didn't do it, Biden won't do it. Go on about your life. Fucking go to work, pay your bills, pay your taxes. Hopefully someone comes in who lowers them when Biden's out of office. And fucking there's nothing you can do about it. No, Biden's going to turn this country. Dude, we've had liberal fucking new world order presidents before. And guess what? It doesn't happen. If worst comes to worst, we fucking shoot him. Did I say that out loud? Never mind. Is Phil participating? Yeah, you are very late, bro.
Very late on that game, yeah.
Dave, when they double taxes, it's going to hurt everybody. I don't see them doubling taxes. And also realize your state taxes you. Your county can tax you. Yeah. If you make over 400,000, they will raise it. Most people will be good. Actually, if you make over 400,000, they will, but will there be loopholes? Biden, Obama did similar things, and loopholes kind of took over them. You think that, Dave? Look at their policies. Yeah,
people are just having a conversation at this point in the comments.
Oh, fuck.
Dave and Alex are going back and forth.
Oh, fuck you, Dave and Alex. You're fucking me up.
I don't know.
Phil is already past his prime. What do you think about that?
I agree.
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think I look better than I did when I was 33.
Yeah, but you've gotten better consistently. Phil had a massive decrease every year where it was like, what the fuck is going on with his stomach? It was almost Rolly Winkler levels of proportion.
Man, now you're just offending my friends. I'm taking offense to this.
I've never met him.
No. Here's the deal. Phil's and Phil be the first one to tell you his stomach wasn't the best. Phil has perspective. He does. So I think that Phil would absolutely agree with you. That is, but we'll see if he fixed it. I don't know how the fuck you fixed that, because if he had a hernia, the thing is, like, I had diastasis, and diastasis surgery. Yeah, okay, my stomach is literally like, you saw the difference. Like, I do a vacuum, my waist is back. But when I had the diastasis, my stomach was fucked. I looked like I had a GH gut, and I didn't even take GH. I take GH now, and my stomach's smaller. So if it was diastasis and they put that shit back together, they put Humpty back together again, Phil might surprise some motherfuckers, man.
We'll see.
You think Breon will win Classic? In all honesty, I have no idea who's in Classic.
I don't know.
I don't follow that shit. His bubble gut is out of control. What do you think of Bumstead? I love Bumstead. Bumstead's a good friend of mine. I love him to death. And I think he's one of the most impressive and strong guys on any stage, period. Love Bumstead. Hi, Tiger. Loving your content. Do you think Hadi Chupan can take it if he gets his visa on time?
Oh, is that a question?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Shit.
I don't see him taking it. There's a lot of inexplicable lumps on Hadi's body. I think he shows his synthol a little much.
It's
and that's just me.
I hate to say it this way. There's a huge bias in the Olympia where they typically lean towards American or English speaking bodybuilders.
Offended. Trump's fault. Have you seen any videos of Phil lately? No. Phil looks like shit to me. I think Phil looks great even at his worst. I mean, what's shit? Like, compared to what, your neighbor? Like, you two are spot on with your knowledge. Well, thank you, Des.
Thank you.
It's the first time I've heard that. Hadi will come in chiseled, bro. Still some inexplicable weird things going on with his body, man. I don't know. I just don't like that look.
If you use synthol and you get shredded, it just shows the synthol more.
Rami has been second at the Olympia. I don't see him top 3.
He has come in second before.
Yeah. I don't see that happening.
No.
Nah, Phil's like a little kid when it comes to someone not liking him. Phil's a good guy. I think Phil, like we were just talking about this. Oh, shit, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
What'd you do?
I was moving it. So Phil, I was just on a podcast with Jose Raymond and Nate, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking about how they had this perception of me online because the boom and the this and the that and the political shit. But knowing me in person, they realized that, that's part of me, but it's not exactly who I am, right? So I don't think y'all know who Phil is. And I think guessing he's like a little kid, that's his public persona. That's what you perceive of him. That's what he puts out there. But as someone who's spent multiple days with Phil, training, eating, hanging out, Phil's a good guy. And I think y'all need to just stop basing your perception of people and their persona and their personality on what you see online. Phil is good people. And Phil is the guy who, look, here's Phil. I'm going to be real. So we hadn't seen each other in like a year, and we were both at Body Power, and I'm sitting there eating breakfast, and Phil comes up, and I'm sitting with dudes like, and they're like, Phil came to your table. I'm like, yeah, we're friends. He's like, whoa, I'm like, it's just Phil, Phil came up, and he's like, how things go? I'm like, at that time, my wife and I were in problem. Like, Phil, and he's like, dude, you should have called me. Like, why would I call you? He's like, dude, I would have loved to give you some, just talk to you. Like, it would have been fine. if anything ever happens, you have my number. I'm like, bro, guys, Phil's good people, man. Phil's a good dude. Like, Phil is a fucking bro. Like, he is a good guy. Let's not base your judgment on somebody based on what you see online. Phil's a good guy. Phil's a very good guy.
Got a beard hair in my Sorry, go on.
It's not fucking. Hopefully, it's a beard hair. It's not my pubes. I shaved my hair. Phil may find himself in the same predicament.
Where'd that go?
Oh shit! Oh no, it was down lower. Same predicament as Kai when he took 2 years off and almost lost to Cedric at the Arnold. Stage rust is real. Well, here's the thing though. Kai looked amazing. Cedric just looked really good at that. That was the Arnold that Kai came to our gym afterwards. I've never seen anything like that. He looked fucking amazing. Listen,
Cedric, he's got that tight waist. He's a massive human being. If he can get it right, Cedric could have been.
Cedric was off too. Cedric was lean. He could have beat Kai just on shape.
Yeah.
Kai's got a really funny shape.
Yeah.
Who do you think is a better candidate than Donald Trump? Rand Paul would be one. The Great Reset is coming. Okay. Hey, I don't know them.
No.
I'm not involved in it. Hey, Mark, can you talk a little about supplements, please? I've just started taking borax for bone joint pain. Are you like taking 1980 shit? So what do you want? Like, also, you don't need to take
for joint pain. Maybe like machine motion and Wenda.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Magnesium with boron. Who the fuck's giving you this advice? Yeah, Marc Lobliner, greeting from Finland. What's up, my Finnish friends? I love the feeling after taking a big dump.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. How much do preconceptions go into judging? When I judge, 0, but I would guess it's pretty prominent. What do you think about Hollingshead waiting a year? Hollingshead.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see him in the mix right now. So maybe that's a good idea. Phil is an awesome guy who knows how to play the WWE heel. Yep.
Yeah.
And Phil likes wrestling. Hey, guys from Scotland. Hey, guys, it's a good time to cut it off.
Yeah.
A lot of questions.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, we're not over an hour. Anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. You can see this podcast on youtube.com/Gamescast. Follow us on Gamescast. This will be on all social media platforms. Spotify, Apple Podcasts. It'll be on all the podcasts, Google, whatever. And be sure to follow us. I'm on social media, all social media, at Marc Lobliner.
At Matt A. Morano. Also, check out Gamescast on Twitter.
All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.